And we're live.
All right. You know what this needs?
What's that?
The Soviet theme song.
Yeah, you can bite me on that one.
Well, no. I just mean like for the theme of this video, of this live stream. Okay, so did we tweet out that we were doing this?
I think it does it automatically.
Yeah, it just did in Spanish.
Hola! ¿Cómo está usted? And I just used up all my
Inse
Spanish.
una transmisión en directo at YouTube. I don't know how you got it so it tweets in Spanish.
It does that from time to time. I don't know why it does it either, but it does. And so it's a thing.
So I'm going to tweet it out personally. There we go.
All right.
All right. Probably nobody in here who's like going to be in the chat yet. So let's just talk about some stuff so we can so whoever's on can catch up later.
All right.
Okay, so YouTube is losing its shit. They have realized that people have opinions that they don't agree with on their website.
And that's bad.
That's very bad. That is fucking hashtag triggering.
That's hashtag wrong think. And we can't have hashtag wrong think.
So YouTube is doing probably the funniest DPRK thing, and they are fucking just going straight out censoring. We're going to shut people up. We're going to shut them down because, goddamn it, that is the only thing we can do. And since they get in trouble every time they outright censor people, they've started a new sneaky bullshit thing to do: demonetization.
Yeah. If you have a video that they don't agree with, they will demonetize you.
See, a lot of the bigger YouTube content creators like Mr. Repzion and a bunch of other ones, Sargon of Akkad, they make a lot of their money with YouTube AdSense revenue. People click on the video, they see ads, they get paid something like 7 cents for every 100 people that view an ad. Really helps if you're getting a couple million views a month. So yeah, we're not big enough to monetize. Whatever the fuck, it happens. You know, shit happens. But bitch, whine, moan. That's my role here, and god damn it, I'm good at it.
Bitchy comment, dick joke.
Bitchy comment, dick joke. I need that on a t-shirt. So, how do you hit somebody who basically spends all of their time making YouTube videos professionally or semi-professionally? Hello, Ari Fine. I was just talking to this guy on Twitter. Loyal member of the Canoe World Order. Good chap. Are you saying Gadsad? I never know how to pronounce that name. They're one of the people who's been demonetized. I don't know how much of a delay we're on, so I'm probably going to have to sit here for like a full minute waiting for the response.
Well, let's just continue on until he responds.
Okay, so motherfuckers done be getting demonetized. Hello, douche canoe overlords. Hello, Ari. It's great to hear from you.
It's nice to be an overlord again.
It's nice to know that the Canoe World Order actually exists and it's not just something we made up in our head to feel better about ourselves. Like, people actually do listen to our podcast and it's fucking bizarre.
Bask in the magnificence of our turbulence. Now, anyway, about YouTube.
Gad said has had multiple videos demonetized over his Islam videos. Yeah, so YouTube decided that they were going to be all slick shit motherfuckers and hide the or they so they couldn't censor people outright, so they decided they were going to demonetize videos. So they did their policy changes, and people didn't really look at the monetization aspect of the policy changes. But now they're using these policy changes to demonetize people's videos who have opinions they disagree with. And I'm going to share the page with the advertising friendly content guidelines because this needs shared. Hold on, I have it all here on Notepad. Doopa-doopa-doopa-doo. I probably should have been prepared with this the first time. Let me go to sharing screen.
Yeah, this is kind of a last minute thing since we're just finding out about this and seeing the extent of how YouTube is screwing people over for having opinions they don't agree with.
All right, let's increase the size here. Here we go. Advertiser-friendly content guidelines. Advertiser-friendly content is content that is appropriate for all audiences. It has little to no inappropriate or mature content in the video stream, thumbnail, or metadata such as in the video title. If the video does contain inappropriate content, the context is usually newsworthy or comedic, and the creator's intent is to inform or entertain, not offend or shock. Content that may be acceptable for YouTube under YouTube policies may not be appropriate for Google advertising. Google's program policies provide additional guidelines for what can be monetized, and advertisers also have their own standards and requirements for content. Content that is considered inappropriate for advertising or not advertiser friendly includes, but is not limited to, sexually suggestive content, including partial nudity and sexual humor. So I guess there are no dicks out for Harambe.
Poor Harambe.
That ape was so mistreated. Violence, including displays of serious injury and events related to violent extremism. So no reporting on anything that happens. Inappropriate language, including harassment, profanity, and vulgar language.
The fuck you say?
The gibbering cocktease. Yes. You can't cuss. There was a time on YouTube where you had to bleep all of your swear words, but that was like 2006 and 7. Can you imagine going back to that?
Oh, God, no.
Promotion of drugs and regulated substances, including selling, use, and abuse of such items. Of course not. We here on Dushka News Studio, we smoke perfectly legal tobacco. It just comes in funny glass containers and requires lighters and water. But it is perfectly legal tobacco products. Let's see. and here's the part. Here's the part that lets them get away with the shit they're doing now. I'm going to zoom in on this if I can. Let's boost up that font size. And let's make it fucking bold. Controversial or sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, and tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. For those of you who don't know what that means, that is officially fuck it, we're banning everything. They now have the capacity to censor, to demonetize anyone who disagrees with them for any ideological basis, because all they have to do is say, well, it's a controversial or sensitive subject. There's a big YouTuber, Mr. Repsion, hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Did he recently break 500,000? Do you know anything about him?
I think so. Let me check.
Like, I don't watch a lot of his videos, so occasionally he says things I comment on. I'm pretty sure this is the list of issues that need trigger warnings, actually, according to Ari. But yeah, Mr. Repsion woke up to find out over 50 of his videos were demonetized. And Mr. Repsion, for the most part, does not curse in his videos. Most of his videos are anti-SJW, anti-feminist, anti-religion, or videos talking about how Islam, the so-called religion of peace, has been responsible for most of the world violence going on. But holy shit, that's triggering.
Yeah, he's got 509,000 followers.
Okay, dude's got 500,000 subscribers, so he's pretty fucking big channel. But that's not even getting into it, because then we have Philip DeFranco. Now I know people know about him, but just in case, oh, hold on. So this stuff gone into effect already? Okay, this shit has been going down today. Best of the three. And I'm serious, today, like in the last 12 hours, Philip DeFranco has had 12 of his videos demonetized, and has check his Wednesday video, or check his video for today called My YouTube Channel's Getting Shut Down. And he explains the whole situation. He got in contact with YouTube because he has 4.5 million subscribers. So when he talks, YouTube tends to listen.
He's only been on the site for about 10 years.
He's only one of their original content creators. And the guy just reports on the news. Once a day, I think 4 days a week, he releases a news video.
4 days a week, he releases a news video. Friday, he does an unboxing of stuff that people from his fan base send him. He calls them the DeFranco Nation.
Okay, Philip DeFranco just said on Twitter, I've received word that YouTube will not be doing any interviews on this topic, but they gave me a statement that I can/will cover tomorrow. So yeah, and there's a bunch of content creators who don't live in America who are going to be waking up this evening and probably in the next couple of hours to find out a whole bunch of their videos are going to be demonetized. Like, I lay you good money, Sargon of Akkad is going to get hit hard.
Oh yeah. Without a doubt.
Bearing,
Oh dear God, yes.
Sugar Tits, because she's got her own channel. If you don't know, Bearing is an Australian brown bear who makes a lot of just wonderful videos.
A big fuck off cartoon brown bear.
His videos are great. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend it. He's very funny. And his wife, girlfriend, whatever, is Sugar Tits, who is also a cartoon brown bear. And his channel has over 200,000 subscribers. I think her channel recently broke 60,000 subscribers. So, between them, they've got a reach of about 250,000 people. So they live in Australia, so they're probably getting up around this time too. So this because we've known people who keep up with what's been going on with those who do not follow the mainstream on YouTube. The people who are here for more than just the dank memes have known that YouTube has a very clear bias towards censorship for a long time. Their system is broken. Content ID allows people to dick over content creators for using just a few seconds, and now this whole demonetization thing and changing their policies and practices. I truly believe that we're going to be entering, just like they entered PG era wrestling, we're going to be entering PG era YouTube.
Well, if you want to make money off of it, you're going to have to be PG. That's the thing.
One of the benefits of having a little shit nothing channel, we don't have to make money off of this because we do it as a hobby.
Pretty much. What? You're going to demonetize our videos? Well, fuck it. We don't have them monetized to begin with. Next.
You can kindly eat our dicks, good sirs. But yeah, I was also checking some other people. Yourmoviesucks.org, guy who does movie reviews. I hope you tweet out an hour ago. Hey guys, I hope you like G-rated movies because YouTube's new terms of service says those are all I can review from now on. And he's been letting people know that he's been contacted by a very viable YouTube alternative that plans to have ad revenue enabled for creators by year end. So this sort of thing makes me think that YouTube is leaving themselves open. They've been making mistake after mistake. They were doing good with the where's the fair use thing because they said they were going to start up that whole legal fund to defend against non or false copyright claims, and they were changing their terms of service to help out against copyright claims, and they have increased the number of strikes a channel can receive before it's automatically shut down. But then when it comes to them wanting to censor people who don't follow their ideology, they've just been making mistake after mistake. Oh yeah, Chris Raygun on Twitter. Usually, when a big creator like Phil is faced with a wrongly automated claim, it's resolved. This time, they said it wasn't a mistake. Yeah, Chris Raygun, another great YouTuber. Highly recommend his videos. About 163,000 viewers or subscribers, and he did a very serious video today on this topic. Normally, his videos are very comedic, and there's a lot of editing, zooms and fake fire and stuff, and his videos are very funny, but he did a straight up serious video today where he's pissed because it hits him hard, especially because I follow Chris Raygun a lot, and he recently moved to California, so he needs that advertising money. Like House and I, if we were monetized, we would just sit on our fat asses and be monetized. But Chris Raygun, he needs that money to do things like live
and eat.
and continue to get air conditioning in California.
Because, it's California where it costs $12,000 a year to live under an overpass.
Gotta be a CEO to afford a fifth floor walk up on the Lower East Side.
Pretty much.
And this is spreading. I don't know what happened today, but it's insane. YouTube has this team that tweets stuff out. It's just called Team YouTube on Twitter, and they're talking about the new demonetization notifications have gone into effect. And actually, I think at the point we're going, House and I will not even be offered the option of monetizing because, come on, the name of the channel is Douche Canoe Studio.
Not that we really care, to be brutally honest.
Yeah, if we cared, we'd have a Patreon. I mean,
Pretty
we
much.
already know how much people give a shit about us. We did Kickstarter and got $0. But hey, yeah, people out there in the chat. I know not just Ari and Best of the. We've been talking about this. Actually, I was thinking, can we talk about something else briefly?
Sure.
Okay, now if you're new to the chat and you're tuning in to listen to us bitch about the demonetization, if you don't want to hear about this story, just pop back there and listen to it, and we're not going anywhere for a bit. So, have you ever heard of the Crash Override Network?
Yes. That's the anti-bullying network that a bunch of the SJWs started. I can't remember exactly who.
Well, it started with Gamergate, I believe.
Yeah.
That whole thing, which is apparently still going on to some extent. I don't know. I don't really follow it that closely. But so Crash Override's supposed to help people who are victims of online abuse. Well, there was a huge leak of their documents today, specifically internal chat logs. And holy shit, these things have been interesting.
Oh?
Let me hit up on the highlights. Zoe Quinn has admitted to deliberately sabotaging the Polaris Game Jam. That was found in one of the chat logs.
I'm not surprised.
Randy Hambeast Harper has been doxing Gamergate supporters through the Gamergate Facebook groups with the support of Catherine Cross. Crash Override members have been discussing that one of their goals is to make sure the quote unquote gamer gators are fired and never find work again. They've been targeting disabled veterans who disagree with them. They're trying to frame Hot Wheels, who was the founder of board website 8chan, as let's see, Zoe Quinn, Ian Miles Chong, Sarah Nyberg, Alex Lifshitz, Catherine Cross, Chris Cluey. I cannot pronounce these names at all, but yeah, it's a whole shit show. Like they tried to get the authorities to go after Milo. They tried to frame Hot Wheels as a pedophile. They tried to, again, quote unquote, destroy YouTubers Mundane Matt and Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot, who most of his videos are either about idiot feminists or science.
Well, they don't want you to learn about science, and they definitely don't want you to learn about feminists. They definitely don't want smart people poking holes in feminism, for crying out loud.
And Ian Miles Chong actually did an article on Heat Street. And I'd like to pull that up if I can.
Okay.
So let me just turn something off really quick. Bam. Share that with the people in the chat because I'm a giver. All right, can it be seen? I'll just assume it can.
There it is.
Harassment is rife on social media. Users are allegedly targeted for no reason other than their gender or the color of their skin, and the only response by these platforms is to ban users that violate their code of conduct. More often than not, users simply engage in online arguments with each other based on their political views. Okay, 9 times out of 10, if you're, say, a black guy who's just a black guy on Facebook and you talk to your friends and you occasionally retweet or repost something you find funny, I highly doubt you're going to get a lot of shit because of your skin color. Just a thought, I could be wrong. In the months after the Gamergate movement arose, Zoe Quinn founded Crash Override Network. Her alleged infidelity was the catalyst for the now infamous hashtag. The organization was set up to fight online abuse, purporting to deal with the harassment of women and minorities in the game industry on social media. In case you're wondering, the name was inspired by the cult 90s movie Hackers. In response to criticism of its platform, Twitter established a Trust and Safety Council, which House and I have railed against in the past.
Yeah, anything that feels the need to call itself a Trust and Safety Council makes me nervous.
Yeah, it's just like North Korea, how they call themselves the Democratic People's Republic, when they are anything but. The council is supposed to prevent abuse, harassment, and bullying. The council, among the select organizations to become part of the council, Feminist Frequency was listed as an inaugural member, and it's no secret that Feminist Frequency now sponsors the Crash Override Network. If you ask any of Khan's members, assuming they choose to speak, they'll tell you they joined the group to fight what they saw as the abuse of vulnerable individuals on social media. This is only partially factual. In truth, Khan started as a Skype chat and morphed into a Slack channel where members gossiped about people they disliked on Twitter and targeted supporters of the Gamergate movement. I would know because I was one of them. Holy shit, so we're getting the inside scoop. Has fucking Meeba said, Deuterinos, you should have Jim on again. God, I wish. He's making videos again, and I'm so excited about that. So Ian Miles Chong, I guess, has turned against his group, or they kicked him out and he's getting revenge. Chat logs originating from a Skype group chat prior to the creation of the secure channel were recently leaked by YouTube personality Bro Team Pill in a live stream and reveal much of what actually went on behind the scenes. I'm inclined to write about what transpired, if only to set the record straight and give context to Khan as an organization. Among the topics itemized under online abuse on the official Crash Override Network, doxing, or the circulation of private information, is listed. Yet the leaked chat logs clearly show members expressing their disapproval of how Randy Harper, who was also a member of Khan, was doxing people on Facebook. A week later, members of the organization cheered her on and discussed plans for how to destroy their targets' careers. A few moments later, two members talked about filing police reports on an individual accused of doxing a member of their group. That's a special kind of hypocrisy. To save face and protect the integrity of the flock, Harper informed the group that another member intended to publicly denounce her, quote, so we don't all get painted with the same doxer brush, unquote. Excuse me. It should be noted that Harper, the creator of GG Auto Blocker, maintains a personal Twitter block list for supposed harassers, many of whom are simply on the list for simply disagreeing with her. That's a lot of the word simply. The block list is endorsed and used by thousands of users. What is up with this guy reusing words? Including celebrities and journalists who are misled into thinking it helps them avoid abuse. No, that's God, I hate this sort of mentality. I love technology, but the rise of social media has led to the rise of cliquishness. You force people out, and then the next thing you know, you're surrounded by an echo chamber. People who are parroting back your own opinions, which means you never have to defend your own opinions. So you keep on fucking blindly following. I get into genuine debates with people, and whenever they try to label me with something, because I'm a college student, I've recently started going. That's why there was no podcast last week, because I fucking collapsed on podcast day and just slept through it. But I've been getting in debates with people on the college campus, and trust me, I got to be very careful with my words there. And I have gotten people stopping and going, I've never had to think about my views before. Stupid mother. Okay, so let me scroll down here, skip some of this shit. Beyond doxing and expecting the mob to publicly shame outed individuals, the group went a step further and discussed contacting employers to get people fired. This included silencing a member of the armed forces and Purple Heart recipient for his views supporting Gamergate by contacting his superior officer. And as a veteran, yeah, he would get into trouble for that if only because somebody said something. The group also targeted Google employee Justine Tunney, who was both a vocal supporter of Occupy Wall Street and Gamergate, and there were no shortage of threats to sue anyone who supported Gamergate into financial oblivion. And these are all links to paste bins that have all that chat log information for that. The group as a whole often served as a hammer wielded by its participants and engaged in petty disputes with individuals on social media. It made a concerted effort to attack and defame game developer Brad Wardell because of a personal beef Zoe Quinn had with him. There was much discussion surrounding prominent consumer advocate and YouTube personality Total Biscuit, with unkind remarks about his health and chemotherapy treatment. Yeah, because that's a rational way to handle people. Now, this article doesn't have much more, but do you have anything to comment so far, House?
Not really, other than the fact that I've seen most of this stuff in other places, so I know that it's true.
So let me pull up. I'm on the Blockbot block list, said Ari. You can check at blockcheck.league4gamers.com. I'm going to check that right now.
I'm not sure if in fact, I think we're probably on it, considering the fact that the number of people who have us blocked.
Enter a Twitter handle at douchecanoehm. Is it still showing my Firefox?
No, but that's probably because I'm talking.
Okay, let me just take it. Okay, typed it up. We are not on the Blockbots block list, and we're not on the GG Auto Blocker bot list.
Oh, we got to fix that.
Yeah. It's time to go over to Twitter and check out Randy Harper.
Do we have to?
I want to see if we are. No, Randy Lee Harper. We are not blocked. Nope, we're blocked. You are blocked from following at Randy Lee Harper and viewing her tweets. Hey, we're blocked by Steve Shives, and we've never spoken to the man. So back to the story.
We're also blocked by Will Wheaton. That always makes me laugh.
Do you know how I got us blocked by Will Wheaton?
Told him to shut up, Wesley.
Yeah, I tweeted "Shut up, Wesley" at him because he is a whiny little bitch. Other YouTubers, like popular atheist commentators Sargon of Akkad and Thunderfoot and media critic Mundane Matt. Also, it's really interesting that this stuff came out and then all these people are being hit with the demonetization today as well. Because there's apparently some overlap in the YouTube team that handles their policy changes and the Twitter Trust and Safety Council, which is something I find fascinating. Who also were subjects of discussion because of con member Rob Marmolejo's personal beef with them. He was recently exposed as a sex pest after it was revealed that the organization may have enabled his sexual harassment of women online. According to public statements by Israel Galvez, another con member, over 20 women have come forward with allegations about him.
Nice.
I'm going to skip this. As reports they've made about Gamergate supporters. Blah, 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 yelling at lawyer blogger Mike Cernovich. Intent on painting Gamergate as a hate movement, members of Con looked for every opportunity to pin the blame on Gamergate for anything that might make its supporters look bad. The group discussed highlighting transphobes within Gamergate to blame them for the suicides of transgendered women. Despite a lack of evidence that the suicides had anything to do with Gamergate, Com members rationalized that trolls who participate in Operation Trans Genocide from 4chan's poll board, which for those who don't know means politically incorrect, were undoubtedly affiliated with the movement. Yeah, clearly, because somebody who goes on poll is obviously a Gamergator. You know, people can't have different beliefs. Blaming Con member wrote a Tumblr post on the matter, because that proves the level of people we're dealing with, blaming Gamergate for everything awful under the sun, and countless tweets made during that time attempted to tie both subjects together. Members of Con can be seen admitting that some of the harassment, trolling, and death threats attributed to Gamergate are not even from the movement's supporters. After the 2015 Paris terror attack, and long after I was no longer a member, Gamergate was blamed for portraying Con member Virender Jubal as a wanted terrorist with a photoshopped image.
That's just funny.
Chat logs reveal that Crash Override Network had ties to games journalist websites like Polygon. Despite the group's relationship with the media, Zoe Quinn expressed disdain for a Boston Magazine reporter who asked her difficult questions and attempted to suppress the publication of the story. In light of the leaked chat logs, people are right to be skeptical about anti-harassment groups like Crash Override Network and ask what business Feminist Frequency has financially supporting an organization that actively partakes in doxing, hacking, and trolling. With zero accountability, its members like Rob Marmolejo and Randy Harper may never face the consequences of their actions. Let's see what the chat says about this. Ari said, get on my... This sounds like a pathetic rehash of Mean Girls, and it actually happened. Ari said, get on my level, scrub. Alpha Omega Sin on Twitter. The new YouTube terms of service is a one-step way of syncing your site, allowing competition to capitalize. Can't see this sticking for long. And that's what I've been saying. YouTube has been making misstep after misstep on this sort of thing. And it is going to get them into trouble. Blitzkrieg StarCraft said more likes than people watching. Well, people have come and gone. You know how it is.
The problem is that best of the three is right. There really isn't a big competitor for YouTube at the moment.
I would like to say something, though.
What's that?
There was no competitor for MySpace for a time.
Well, Blip TV was poised to take over from YouTube until they shut down after Disney bought Maker Studio. So for some strange reason, YouTube has taken that as nobody can stand against them. Or at least that's the way it looks to me.
Honestly, I would say that if you are a video sharing website, that you have room. I would set up an antitrust lawsuit against YouTube. Because they work really hard on crushing other people.
Okay, they got to keep that cheddar, that dollar bill, yo.
But there are, in terms of pure website visitation, what is it? YouTube is the third most visited website on the internet.
Something like that.
Yeah. But then if you know your internet history, at one point 4chan was like the seventh most visited website on the internet.
Well, the part of the thing is that a lot of people have started cutting the cable. You're not getting media from traditional outlets anymore. A lot of people are getting their media from places like YouTube.
And since YouTube is such a cheap, that chewing sound over the chat, I'm eating pizza.
What have I told you? Am I going to have to enact the podcast rule for the live streams too?
Don't eat anything if we're not being paid for by them.
Exactly.
That is so good.
I don't give a shit.
It has chicken and pineapple.
I don't give a shit.
And balsamic vinegar.
You have some of the weirdest tastes ever. No eating during live streams.
I think if this continues, either competition will rise or YouTube will be forced to be more transparent. If anything, YouTube has become less transparent over time, especially since they've been bought out by Google. Like, the only reason that Philip DeFranco was able to get on with an actual representative from YouTube is because he has 4.5 million subscribers. Fuck, House and I wouldn't be able to do that. And we only have 134.
Not that we care, to be brutally honest. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all 134 people who subscribe to us, but I'm not looking for a huge YouTube presence, to be brutally honest.
Yo, did y'all figure out that the block list works by followers, if I remember correctly? For example, Milo is blocked on the list, so is all of his followers. Oh, yeah. I found out about that because there's a few people that we've been blocked by that we've never spoken to. Like Steve Shives. He's crazy, but he blocks people who follow TJ, the Amazing Atheist. Oh, and he's another person who's been tweeting about the demonetization. And he just recently broke 1 million followers.
I kind of wish he hadn't blocked us simply so that I could do something worth getting blocked for.
Well, we can still tweet about him.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. And if you live in the state of Hawaii, you're fucked.
Pretty much. The twin angry eyes of death are coming at you.
Actually, there's a Twitter alternative that the Amazing Atheist plugs called Candid. It's for phones. It's a free app. I've been checking it out. It looks pretty interesting. So maybe if you want to move to somewhere that's not going to censor you for disagreeing with the groupthink. But make an egg account. Yeah, if you live in the state of Hawaii or know anybody who lives in the state of Hawaii, you got shit incoming in the form of 2 hurricanes. And here's the fun part. The first hurricane, Hurricane Madeline. Now, in its recorded history, Hawaii has never been hit by 2 hurricanes in a row like this. But also, the first Hurricane Madeline is a level 1, and it's getting weaker. They're saying it will still be a level 1 when it hits Hawaii, considering it's expected to hit sometime within the next 12 hours. But the hurricane that's behind it, Hurricane Lester, has been feeding off of Madeline. And right now, it's a Cat 4. And it's getting stronger. And so far, it will also be the only Category 4 hurricane that has hit Hawaii ever since they've been recording it. So Hawaii is fucked 6 ways from Sunday. If a video hosting site can basically do YouTube without all the baggage and stay afloat, there's no reason why they couldn't succeed. But those are big asks. Well, you would need to draw in the viewers. Best of the three. ZXQVU. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Just said oi mates. Oi right back at you, buddy. I think to get a website like that to work, you would need to pull bigger YouTube people over to it. Oh no, Hawaii is fucked because they're about to be hit by 2 hurricanes, not because. And also, Hawaii barely gets over 90 degrees. How is it too hot? I live in Texas. 2011, there were 100 days of over 100-degree weather, and that was the same summer I did not have air conditioning. It's just pronounced ZXQVU, each letter individually.
See,
All
he
right.
keeps it simple for you, stupid.
I'm going to call you Tish. Wait, isn't that hot in Hawaii? That's not hot in anywhere, genius.
It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
You live in Missouri, where it gets 104 degrees, and it's fucking the continent of Hawaii, you shitlords. Hey, we conquered them fair and square.
You know why? Because gun beats spear.
Gun has always beat spear. Gun will beat spear until the end of time. Motherfucker, I didn't know. Okay, I bring this up way too much because I try not to think of myself as one of these people who talks about the good old days. But I was in the hottest part of Afghanistan during the hottest time of year in Afghanistan, where it genuinely, honest to God, hit 140 degrees.
Jesus Christ.
That's 140. Not every Hawaiian wants to be a hula girl doll. I live in Illinois. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So I get really hot summers and cold winters. Yeah, I know. I lived in Missouri, and now I live in Texas where there is no weather and corruption all around me. Brit Bong here. I have no idea how hot that is. Let me pull up my handy dandy Fahrenheit to Celsius translator.
You know, actual temperature to whatever the fuck metric system these people over there use.
When I was in Afghanistan, it was 60 degrees Celsius. Hawaii barely gets above 32 degrees Celsius. Missouri and Illinois normally hit about 40 degrees Celsius.
Oh shit. He's in Chirac.
Oh shit. Dude, duck and cover. I slow cook my dinners at that temp. Yeah, we used to cook meals on our trucks because the MRE has a you just add water and that activates the heater. We wouldn't even use those. We'd throw them away and we just cook on the truck. Used to work as an AC repairman helper. It was 110 to 120 all summer. The attics were like 140, 150.
I believe it.
And try that, but in the sun. I'm in the suburbs of Chicago, so not as bad. I can walk a few blocks and be in Lake County. Is that the lake? Is it like you walk a few blocks and you're swimming? Do people have their houses on stilts?
Inquiring minds want to know.
Me, I'm the inquiring mind. I want to know. Okay, so let me take a look at some of the. Actually, let's see what the Amazing Atheist is saying recently about this sort of thing. Because, Watch Mojo called him brutally provocative.
There's more Mexicans than blacks by me. You racist shitlord.
Check your goddamn privilege. Motherfucker, my boots melted. I think that just means you had cheap boots.
I can honestly believe that. I've had boots melt just walking on asphalt in Missouri.
Yeah. Oh my god. I once had a pair of flip-flops melt under me while I was walking. I know that's not quite the same as boots, but I had nothing left once the flip-flops were gone.
Damn, Red Wings, those are pretty good boots.
Hottest day over here, but it was only 33°C. Well, yeah, but you're like England, where 93 is, or where 33 is basically 60 because you guys are so unused to it. Can I take a moment to say there will be a second season of Stranger Things? You know, people have been telling me about Stranger Things, and I have not gotten off my ass and watched it.
Yeah, me either.
I will at some point. I hate the summer with a passion. It's too fucking warm. Move to Texas.
No, don't move there because Texas is a hellhole, but visit there during the summer.
Well, I mean, it has no income tax.
Because it's a hellhole.
True.
When there's no income tax as one of the selling points, it's a hellhole. I mean,
There's no income tax, and I'm about to be given a rifle by a buddy of mine just because. It's like, here, have a rifle.
seriously, it's Texas. Dirt, cactus, lizard, dirt, cactus, the Bush family, dirt, cactus, lizard.
Hey, at least Texas is red pilled. Parts. Parts. I live near Austin. Austin, Texas is the hipster capital of America. You think California has hipsters? Move to fucking Austin, Texas. Because they all think that they're so goddamn special because they live in Austin.
Yeah, the Austin city motto is keep Austin weird.
And they have the Keep Austin Weird Fest every year, where it's like a lazy fat person's Burning Man.
Wonder if Steven Universe stole that for keep Beach City weird.
Probably. The cucks are going to ruin Texas. You know, I've never actually seen somebody use red pill and cuck so close to each other before.
First time for everything, man.
But yeah, I was driving through Austin. This must have been about 4 years ago. And my girlfriend at the time actually had to grab my steering wheel to keep me from swerving and just slamming the car into a group of four hipsters that were all dressed exactly the same, only with minor variations of like pattern on their clothing. They Jesse Cox on Twitter. The new YouTube terms of service is one step way of sinking your site, allowing competition to capitalize. Can't see this sticking for long, I believe. Does Austin have any sports teams? I genuinely do not know.
Oh, you're sitting at the magic answer box. Find out.
Oh, Jesus, I just accidentally turned up the volume. You've deafened me. Texas Longhorns men's basketball. It looks like mostly college teams. So no, Austin hasn't. I don't think any professional level teams, but they're home to a lot of minor league teams. Everything from football, basketball, two baseball teams, an ice hockey team, another basketball team, an ultimate frisbee team.
Yeah, there you go. There's proof that they're hipsters. Ultimate frisbee. Surprised they don't have a hacky sack federation.
I only know hockey teams. I know they don't have a minor or pro team. They have the Texas Stars, which is in the American Hockey League. So they're a minor league team. And they're owned by the NHL's Dallas Stars, and they're the team's top affiliate.
Mundane Matt. So I can't monetize videos about controversial topics, but Alex Jones can.
Where is Allen, Texas? I think it's by Dallas. Yeah, the Texas. Yeah, the Texas Stars play in Austin. The Dallas Stars are the Dallas team. So, let me just look something up. Allen, Texas is north of Dallas. I don't go up to Dallas when I can avoid it because a man I know up there attempted to shoot me at one point in his life.
His name's J.R. Ewing.
No, J.R. Ewing did. No. Besides, I doubt the people in the chat are old enough to even get that reference.
That made me laugh. Fuck them. But you know what? If we're talking about Texas sports teams, I think we've run out of things to talk about. So let's go ahead and bring this live stream to an end.
Hey, do any of you guys in the chat have anything you want to talk about before we do this? Like anything you want to say? We'll give you a plug. We'll poke you with a spoon, whatever. Since this is actually one of the biggest conversations we have ever had in our chat rooms. Because really, we do. Thank you guys for watching. It's good to know there are people out there who actually do watch. You're all such wonderful people, and I will keep sucking your dick if you want.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of the Canoe World Order. Mo will now return to sucking your dick.
Ever heard of Wheeler Walker Jr.? No, I have not, but I can Google it. Will Jim continue to make videos, or will his gym time stop him from doing it? Apparently, his health has been doing a lot better. So, wait, didn't Wheeler Walker Jr., didn't he make an album called Redneck Shit? Yeah, he's a comedian, isn't he? And about Jim's video schedule, yeah, apparently, from what I understand, his health is doing better, so he's planning on making more. But again, this is gym time, so we'll probably see the next video once YouTube has kicked everybody off. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. All right, I will take a listen to him. It's in the near future then. Hey, thank you guys for being in the chat. House, anything you want to say?
No. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out at the last minute.
We really need to plan these more.
Yeah, but you know what? We didn't know YouTube was going to start fucking people over, so.
True. And if you guys find any more information on this, send it to us at our Twitter feed at DoucheCanoeHM. You can also search for Douche Canoe Studio. And we will post some information about it. Maybe even hold another one of these, since people seem to like our live streams more than they like most of our other videos.
Anyway, I'm House.
Yeah, I'm Mo.
Catch you later.
Peace out, fuckers.